Good evening, everybody. As you can see, it's me and Max.
I'm his little schmickle tonight.
She's my little schmeckle. But I hope you're all okay. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying the nice weather. If you've got nice weather where you are, we've got lovely weather down here. It's been lovely today.
Still got a little breeze. I'm not going to lie. Still got a little breeze. Like when you get caught by that wind, it's pretty chilly.
Yeah, it's similar down here. We've had the sun, and then I went out in just a t-shirt because I thought it's warm enough. But by the time we sort of get round the park and then hit the beach was proper windy. The old white surfers were out today, you know. So let's have a look, see who's in. So
have a look, see who's in on this Saturday night.
There's my mum saying hello to everyone. We've got Elaine's in. Good evening, Elaine. Hope you're well. Yes, I'm well. I hope you and your daughter are all good. Max, good evening, all you lovely loons.
Yeah, I was going to say I did pop in there, but I had to get out because I thought I was going to be late, and then I ended up watching your ass for the last 5 minutes.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. People pay good money. People pay good money for that.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah. I did screen record the whole experience. I'm not going to lie.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Save the
viewing. Evening, Jade. I hope you're okay, darling. Ready for your
Jade.
Ready for your mystery day out tomorrow?
Oh yeah.
Jade's got a mystery day out tomorrow. Well, fella and his mum have, for a Christmas present, they booked something like a surprise for tomorrow.
Nice.
So tomorrow, the big surprise is happening, and Jade hasn't got a clue.
I hope it's not too windy, because skydiving in windy, choppy weathers.
Yeah, that's very true. My mum's saying a horse called Maximus won the Grand National.
Indeed it did. Indeed it did. And you're going to ask me now, you're going to ask me, did you place a bet on it, Max? Like Linlin did earlier. No, I didn't. I'm against that shit. I don't place bets on the horse. I'm joking. I'm not really against it. My sister texted me about a week ago telling me that there was not only Maximus, there was Ben, I think it was Ben and Sam or something. There was 3 of the kids' names, my mum's kids' names, and my brothers and sisters. Jack was the only one missing. But even then, I didn't bet on it. Cameron did, my nephew, and he won 52 quid. So There we go. Yeah, that's good.
I don't bet. I cry if I lose £1. So
yeah, I'm not really a gambler.
I'm not. My brother Steve was. He loved the horse racing. Absolutely loved it.
What about people in the chat? Who put a bet on in the chat? And how many of you put money on Maximus?
Did anyone win it? Did anyone have a winner? We've got Keith in. Good evening, Keith. I hope you're well, Keith M. My mum's saying send her love. Tachycardia. It's where the pulse in the wrist is higher than the heart rate. There you go. You learn something new every time
every day.
You watch the Saturday Night Live.
I don't know about that, but yeah, every day.
I tell you why I was late. I was literally three or 4 minutes because I got down. By the time I got down here, Max was already waiting, and I had to turn all the lights, on and that. But I'd literally just finished my dinner and pegged it down.
Is that all the dust out my beard making you cough, Rich? Is that what that was?
Yeah. it's horse dust.
That's all that horse hair. Hair.
Oh, horse hair is horrible.
Oh, mate, today was a nightmare, man. Mia had this glove. We tried to look for him yesterday in B&M, something similar anyway, but like a glove with the little rubbly nipples on.
Yeah.
Mate, they get the hair out. The winter coat is pretty much gone. Found out a little update on that. Yes, Dodo Dixon. Little shout out on that. That shenanigans today. So what we think it is, a mix of being too hot, she weren't eating, right? Winter coat, she said you think of putting 4 coats on and coming out and it being expected to ride around a field or whatever, or eat loads of food. So she said there's that. She investigated, the bodily parts, and said that she looks as if she could be coming into heat. So that's another reason she might be acting a bit like a mare. That's what they call them, mares. It's mares, isn't they? They're having a mare. Makes sense now. Yeah, and then what was the other thing? Also, because there's fresh grass growing in the field she's not allowed in, as soon as we let her in that one, she's just munching loads of grass. So she knows that the grass is ready for munching. So we're just going to start staggering the fields now.
That the grass is greener on the other side.
She does, mate. She does. But what she don't realise is after a while, it ain't.
Nah.
It just seems that way.
James and Sarah in from Scotland. Good evening, James and Sarah. Hope you're good.
Yes.
Everyone's saying hello still, which is nice.
Nice. He's going to say it twice.
305.
Let me just sort this cat out because she's going to do my natting.
Lynn saying hi, Max. Hi, everyone. Dave's in. Good evening, Dave. I hope you're good, mate.
Yes, Dave. Is that the Dave or is that Dave ABL?
That's the Dave.
The Dave, yes, mate. He's pumping out the content, isn't he?
Dave ABL's no one. This is the Dave, mate. No
yeah,
message.
He's pumping out the content.
Who? The Dave.
The Dave. The Dave.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Hope you're all well. You're saying seasons in my garden. Oh, mate, it's been lovely out there today.
Beautiful, isn't it? It is beautiful. He's made me want to sort my plants
earlier
out.
this morning. I did the washing and hung it out, and it's actually dried, but it'll probably be damp by the time I get it in.
Actually, I was going to say that's what normally happens when you hang it out, Rich. It normally dries out over time.
Yeah, but not usually. The weather's usually too crap for all that malarkey.
Well, you meant to only put it out when it's nice, you donut.
Well, I do, but then it turns horrible.
Yeah, I know what you mean. To be fair, ours was out last night. I'm hoping Sarah took it in because there's nothing on the line right now. I reckon it's blown away. It was well windy again. All the fences left and right have blown, man. I've got to get all them done.
Jade says I'm tuning off. Didn't know Max was joining the live. Bye.
Shut up, Jade. Just because you're gutted, you got to jump out a flipping aeroplane tomorrow, or worse. You got to. What could be worse than that? Actually, a bungee.
Swimming with sharks.
Yeah, no, I'd like to think that's probably. I don't know if it's safer, but
James and Sarah have got lovely rain and strong winds up in Scotland.
No way.
Yeah, I'm sure when we go and do our adventures again, I'm praying for that blizzard again up at Helver. I'm praying for it.
You can pray for it on your own, mate. You'll be praying for it to go away when you're up there on your own.
Now
trying to set up your little 2-man tent.
Now we know that. Yeah, but I've got because Nat bought me another 2-man tent, didn't she, for my birthday? She bought me a 2-man tent for my birthday. Yeah, I've got I've got a 4-season one.
When the first one blows out your hands and down that crevice
when
that we
one
see,
just tears to shreds.
When that's gone, yeah. Start on the other one, yeah. But maybe save that to eat later on when you're starving, hungry. When you ain't got.
It might be nice to do the climb and then come down if we can find our way down, and then just camp by the lake.
Yeah, by them little streams. Well, that lake is nice. That's beautiful down there. But the even them little streams, where you went onto the road with that firewoman, you end up going down the road.
Yeah,
we was walking through all these little streams and waterfalls. Yeah, really we didn't really take in much of the beauty because we were in pain and agony. But I still can see what it was like.
Oh, we was in agony and pain. I can't believe we were just 15 minutes getting back after you.
No, that is mad. That's just goes to show. To be fair, I think we waited a bit. Yeah, you went down the road, didn't you?
Jade's saying, was only joking, Max. I can just about stand Max.
Yeah, I know you can.
What's that saying? Does that mean she can't stand me?
She can just about stand me now. It just makes your lives a little bit more tolerable.
That sounds a bit like a dig to me. If the ground is dry, your washing will dry, my granny always said. Very true. But saying that, like I say, usually I'll put it out because I think, oh, yeah, it's really nice. And then we have days where it'll rain for 10 minutes, then it's sunny for 10 minutes, then it'll rain for 10 minutes. It just drives me bonkers. And I'm sick of sitting in the laundrette. Like the Levi man taking my jeans off and sitting there in my boxers. Washing my pants.
What's pink and wrinkly and hangs out my trousers?
Pink and wrinkly and down your trousers?
And hangs out the trousers.
Your toes?
No, it's my nan. She always does the laundry for us, bless her.
Was only joking, Nan. About Stan Max. Oh, see. we got Ron in. Good evening, Ron. Good to see you, mate.
Ron.
I saw Ron at the car boot last week, and I made Ron a coffee.
It wasn't Ron Weasley, was it?
No, this is Ron Christian. He says, am I the only one who gets freshly made coffee out the back of your car, or am I highly favoured?
Freshly made coffee.
You're highly favoured, mate.
He's had that water in there, Ron, he's had that in there since Helvellyn, mate.
It was a brand new bottle. But no, last Sunday, it was only you and Sean Abercrombie that had a coffee off me last week. So there you go. You're highly favoured, mate.
VIP,
yeah.
I don't know what you heard about me.
You're in the VIP crew. Jade's met Ron. Highly favoured. Yeah, definitely highly favoured. That's what I like. I like it when people come round to to the car boot. It's nice.
Did anyone in the chat say they won, or anyone bet on the horses?
Oh, did anyone have a bet? Did anyone win? Jade's saying your sock, Max. What's she talking about? Your sock?
She kept it last time she got me down at the stables. She kept it as a souvenir. Yeah, she kept it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I've been coughing a bit today. What's the matter with me?
I'll tell you what it is, mate.
A bit of lemonade. It's your second-hand smoke from you.
I ain't smoking.
Yeah, second-hand fresh air from the Max and Go.
From the
what I want to say while I'm on here is I want to big Max up.
Yeah.
Because it not only is a good friend and he's so nice to people and he's like me. He wears his heart on his sleeve and he's really good at people. Now he does lives and he does, you know, he just goes random lives. And I know a lot of people are busy, but he should be getting way more viewers than what he's getting. He should be getting way more people watching. So
hey, don't worry about that shit.
No. But and his videos and that, like, and I'm just saying because like.
Some are right, man.
I think his channel's better than mine, and like it just deserves more.
Mate, they'll come. They'll come. Don't worry about that. Honestly, they'll come. They'll come.
But I'm just saying.
I know.
I want to big you up. That's the type of guy I am. I'm bigging you up because, like, I love your videos. Your editing skills are top. So, I know I used to annoy you because I used to say that all the time. Oh, Max is fantastic editing, but it is. So if you haven't watched Max before, which is highly unlikely, or he does go live, please go and support him and watch him.
The lives of the quality is not great. It's not as good as your lives, Rich. You can't say that my channel's better. Your lives are on point, mate.
You go live from different places. I go live.
Yeah, I just give it. Most of my lives since I've been doing it, which is many years, but most of my lives are always like testing the live. Like I'm either in the shack that I built trying to see if the signal's good, or I'm down at TD's or the land. They never. At
the minute, if you like horses, he's doing a lot of content from the.
Yeah, see, do you know what? Actually, I was surprised because you never know what's going to happen, and because my videos are so different across the board, like from one week to another, it's different. The only real consistent thing in it at the minute is the horse, right? Because that's never going anywhere.
No, the other consistent thing in it is, which I actually love. It makes me laugh every time you do it. Is the fart sounds.
Mate, they come back. They've only just started coming back.
I absolutely crease up every time you do.
The thing is, it's just a bit of fart humour, man. I don't give a how old you are. There is just, I know there's a time and a place for it, but some people don't like it.
If someone's bending over at the car boot, you put fart effects in. I think that's amazing. I love it.
To be fair, I've been trying to get a bit more creative. What'd she say, sorry?
My mum says
Pat's the regular, mate.
Dodo says she always watches you. But in the live she can't always chat.
No, I do appreciate it. I'm well happy with the amount of people that watch already. I think it's mad that anybody watches. Yes, Porky. I do think it's mad.
Yeah, I just think your channel's better than mine, and you should be getting more.
No, it's not. They're different, aren't they? It's not about comparing what's better than that. That's the way you got to get your sight away from.
Everyone's channel's better than mine.
Yeah, no, but it's not about that. And Rich, you got your following because you got your following, mate. That's what I mean. It comes with time, and then when they do, and it is what it is, man. But I appreciate it fucking massively because I think the last 3, I reckon, I've not saying I put more effort in than any other one because that's bullshit. Like when you look at some of the climbing ones we've done, man, I put like 16, 17 hours into some of them bad boys. But these ones I've been doing like from week to week, so I'm only a week behind, but I'm doing them on my phone again, and I've just fell in love with using InShot again, and I'm doing them quicker. I am doing them quicker, but it seems like I get to about 15-20 minutes of adding clips in, and it's almost like an ending point, which is almost like a little lead into the next video, and it's naturally found that flow. So now I'm just going through the clips on my phone as and when I'm taking them. I'm about a week behind, like literally I'm only a week behind my real life. Do you know what I mean? So it's fucking hard, mate. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, I'm loving it again, but it is my escape. My escapism is sitting there, and although I'm trying to get these young people off the phones, and even like Sarah and my kids, when I'm sitting there on my phone or on the laptop editing, I'm in a different world, mate. Like I'm literally just zoned out, and I can spend hours if I get it. But 9 times out of 10, that leads into like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? So it's just shit. But I do what I got to do because I enjoy it. So it makes me feel good.
Yeah, and
But yeah,
that's why I was doing, that's why Night's Life, I put anything and everything on it, but I made a separate channel for the adventure because I just want that to just niche down to that.
yeah,
There was times where I was thinking, when I started the channel, it was just pure reselling and I had more watchers. I used to have over 100 people in on the lives on a Saturday and that. But and I was thinking, I'll have to go back and just do reselling content again, which is
yeah,
probably the reason I haven't been putting much content up other than doing the lives at the minute, is
yeah.
because one, I haven't really been doing much like car boot wise or any of that. I sold at the car boot last week, but I just thought all you're going to see is me standing at the car at the table and you see things sell and that, but it's just not my cup of tea. If I'm going round, then it's a bit different. But
But
at the
man,
minute,
people will find you. Like I say, if you like, you got to find what you enjoy, and you clearly enjoy these lives, right? And people do because they
I love
tune in, week out. And I feel from what I see from here is that this is your niche, like your lives. I
it.
ain't ever going to be a Saturday night live guy. I'm never going to be a weekly live guy. Like you said earlier, I'll go sporadic live. When I first got monetized, or no, not when I first got monetized, when I first found out that I could go live from my phone, I said to myself, I'm going to go live at least once a week, at least. Mate, that was like a year and a half, nearly two. I was working at the Mansion House, that
Yeah.
old place. That's a good couple of years, well, a year and a bit ago, or whatever. And I've probably gone live 6 times. But it's not me. I don't enjoy. It's not that I don't enjoy talking to people. I love it when people come into the chats. I like you. You get that little kick, and I like interacting with people. I'm a
Mm,
sociable guy anyway, and I like to
mm,
talk. So I
yeah.
enjoy that, but I don't feel my best. Like when I'm chopping it and putting a bit of my brain in there as well, and I'm just like something tickles me, or something will just the universe will just work in my favor. Like
Yeah.
I put a song to it.
I like that little sound effect as well.
Yeah, but
And
things like
then
that. That's what I mean.
I love that.
I thought I've got to lose that soon because I've had that for about 2 years.
I
But
love that. I love that. I love that. And the fart effects, I think, are brilliant. If someone's bending down
started
that car
adding
boot.
more voices and things like that in as well, different voices and shit like that. But like I say,
Yeah.
when editing, I feel like I'm almost painting a picture sometimes, and like I'll put a song on it, and I've just randomly picked this song because it sounded good, and then I lay it
Yeah.
over this clips, and it seems like every beat of the song is going to what is happening on screen. Not every time,
Yeah.
but when
Yeah.
that works, and
Yeah.
I fall in love with
It's
that
amazing when
shit.
it works.
Yeah, I fall in
Yeah.
love with that, and the live stuff. I get anxious even now. The run up to this, I just told you I wolfed my dinner down. I've quickly done
Mm.
Dee come back with me, cooked dinner, and even though I was relaxed about it talking to you earlier, the thought of it and the run up to going live, it like puts me on edge a little bit.
See,
And then I'm like,
I love it. I never get nervous with it, and because I can talk for England. I mean, I can talk for England. And I just like the interaction. I think it's nice. I used to get really good views on videos before, but I've never had amazing views. But then I've never been really chasing that.
but Rich, does it matter? That's what I was going to say. Does
No,
it
that's what I'm
matter
saying.
if you're enjoying
Chase
it? If you're
it.
enjoying it, it doesn't matter. And that's
Yeah,
why I will not. I said to you earlier, you look at that boot sale video I done last week, it got fucking 400 views in the first day, whereas most of my normal
which is
vlogs
good.
get 25 views.
Mine just about get 200.
Yeah. But then that's what I mean. I could, if I really wanted to, then just start chasing that and then just solely put boot
Mm,
sale or charities. Mate, I know I am not going to go through all my life solely just enjoying reselling, right? So I'm just made an oath from the beginning. It's just going to be whatever. But again, don't do it
I
if you
mean, I
don't
do.
enjoy it.
On my channel, I've done like Chesert and World of Adventures and things like that, and I put the Auschwitz one up when we went to Auschwitz. That was a mental trip.
Yeah, that's
But
it. Just things you enjoy.
I know I would have kept putting the adventure ones on here, but I don't want to put another ingredient into the mix on this channel. So,
No, because if you want to do it, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was going to say.
I'm
Yeah,
proper 100%
you've done the right
passionate.
move. You've done the
Mm,
right move. No, but you've done the right move in doing that. Because if I had I've said this many a times on your lives, like I would have, yeah. If you ask anyone how to like really grow a channel, you've got to niche down on one topic, maybe two,
yeah,
And then they also say like reactions and other trending things just to get it pummeling and get the views in. But mainly, like Lindsay Nelson, they're smashing it, right? And they're literally tunnel visioned on what they do, and they've got their live. They've got two outlets of what they're doing, and it's working. Yes, balloons. Oh, how is that doing that again? It's the iPhone, isn't it?
I can't get. Is that what it is? I can't ever get any.
Yeah, because I was telling someone, look, it's not even that snap filter. You can do things.
And you can do two thumbs as well. I think it does fireworks.
What's that one do, though?
No, that don't do nothing. That's
I thought your injector seat was going to come kicking in then, and you was going
to. Yeah, you're going to ping up through the roof. There you go.
Ding. Don't forget to leave a like, ladies and gents. On your way out, don't slam the fucking door. And yes, brush your shoes, because it's filthy in this gaff. The language is terrible. PG,
not from my end. Not from my end.
Anyway,
or something. I have atrial fibrillation. Jesus.
He won't help you today, Rich.
Nah. Just popping off to get a glass of white. Oh, I can't.
Go on, Lynn.
I can't have alcohol at the minute because I'm taking naproxen. Because I put my back out the other week. I'm taking that naproxen anti-inflammatory, and when they give you that, because that can cause stomach ulcers, they've also given me
something to counter that.
And
that could also do something that could then you might need something to counter that, which is why I try my hardest to stay away from any of that.
Yeah, I mean, but I was in such pain, Max, with my legs were collapsing. I was sat on the floor for 10 minutes, couldn't even get up and walk.
What was it from? Sorry, what did you say it was from?
It was from doing the pallets. Like I picked up.
Do you back?
Yeah,
your back. Yeah, you can't mess about with the back thing. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I would take stuff for back if it gets to that point. I was only talking about the other day where it was that bad last year. No, before I started bungee, actually. Yeah, about a year and a bit. When we went to Hopton's, and I had to get down on the floor. I put my arse pretty much on the floor just to cough, because if I didn't, it would hurt that much that it would like put me on the floor anyway. Do you know what I mean? So I was like getting ready, and I'm laying down.
Yeah. Sometimes when that coughs, because her back plays up as well, she has to literally like do a sitting position with her back against the wall. And cough.
It's not good, man. Having bad back is not good. It's funny as when someone else has got one. When you see in pain.
Mine's age. Yours is just like because you're so bonkers. You're always on the go all the time. But mine's because I'm old. Oh, his earpods are dead. His earpods are dead. Lynn saying back with me half pint saves me getting up to refill. Very true. I like them big wine glasses that do the whole bottle. Have you seen them? Or you can get them that go in the top of a bottle, the wine glass stopper, and then you just tip it up and it just fills it up. That's what you want.
That's what you want.
That's what you want. It's what you need. So are you going? Oh, look at that lovely sky.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The old Bedfordshire sky.
The Bedfordshire
skyline.
I am the man that ruled the Shire.
Very nice. Jade's saying, what's Jade saying? I'm the same as you, Max.
Well, you got a dick too.
I don't even. She was going to say like I lose my beard brush.
Yeah,
she'll kill me now. I'm the same as you, Max. I don't even take paracetamol since my mum.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. If you need painkillers, you got to take painkillers. You know what? When I get bad
if you look into it, there's a lot of fucking natural remedies. I'm not one of these ones that says that don't do.
Mate, the thing is, I get migraines. So, like, I had meningitis years ago. I had meningitis. Both, actually, both. I had the viral one, then I had a bacterial one.
Have you looked into the salt water thing with migraines, mate?
Nah, but I need to. When I've got migraine, I double up. I do 2 paracetamol, 2 ibuprofens.
Yeah, you're a knobhead. Yeah, that's the best painkiller you can do. My uncle's a paramedic. Nice. No, I know, but it is because you shouldn't rely on it, man. Because the thing is, if you didn't take it as much as you did.
Hang on, let me find my tin hat. Hang on.
Get it now, mate, because we're about to get deep.
Hang on, let me
We're getting deep. Fuck this.
Let me get my tinfoil hat because Max.
I'm getting my muff diver on. I'm getting my muff diver.
Max is talking conspiracy theories and aliens
now. It's happening now, people. I'm getting ready. Are you ready? Hold on. Let me just sit down at my normal spot.
Hang on, Maz. Rich, are your family from Scotland, mate? Sure, I've heard you mention Glasgow. Yeah, my nan was from Glasgow, and yeah, so that's where my family are from Glasgow. And my uncle lives up in. He moved back up there, although he was sort of lived down here all his life. He moved back up. He's in the Highlands of Scotland, which is beautiful up there. Me and Max and James hopefully are going to be going up there because he's got a cottage in the middle of nowhere, just on a desolate road. It's a bit like American Wealth in London, and he's got a lump of land where we can park up with the vans and stuff. And there's massive hills and walks and probably caves and all that up there. So yeah, so that'd be quite cool. And maybe for a bit of skiing up there. Daughter takes painkillers but can't have ibuprofen because of her meds. Because I'm asthmatic, they asked me, does ibuprofen affect me? It doesn't affect me, so I'm all right. But I can't take any at the minute because I'm taking naproxen for the inflammation, like in the back pain. Where in Glasgow? I have no clue. I have no clue. I'll have to ask my dad that one because I've seen photos of her when she was a kid, like proper little diddy ginger blooming kid. Well, actually, I couldn't see whether I know she was ginger, but it was black and white photo, so you couldn't see she was ginger. But she was 97 when she passed away on the 2nd of Jan 23, I think it was. We just had the year's thing this year. So 2nd of January 23, and she was 97. So what was that? 1927 she must have been born.
No.
So she wasn't quite on the Titanic. I used to suffer with migraines, then I switched to decaf. I haven't really had one since. There you go. Mine's my eyes. I need to get my glasses redone, really. Yeah, but that's good. If you can switch to decaf, then. But I just don't. Coffee doesn't really affect me anyway. I can have a black coffee before bed and I'll still go to sleep. And I don't drink loads of it. Just pads on your chest, wired up to a machine. Yeah, I've had all those. I've had some dodgy ones of them. Daughter read that caffeine can cause tachycardia as well. Obviously, yeah, because it gets you wired, doesn't it? So your heart's going to beat.
Yeah, but see, it doesn't for me. See, with me, my first coffee.
For me, it don't.
My first coffee of the day brings me down. It's quite common with people that with ADHD and that, they reckon. But I can't. I say I can't function, but I have a full black coffee, no milk, no sugar, nothing in the morning. Boom, 6 o'clock if I wake up. If it's 5:30, if it's 7, whatever time it is. But the first thing I have, which I normally drink a bit of water in that first. But then it's just the first hot drink. It's just a black one.
I mean, this question's been put to me, but I think you're probably better answering that because I wouldn't have a clue.
What
is it legal to sell bongs, etc., at car boot sales?
Well, this is
asking for a friend.
It's on my who's on. I don't know if it was on it went on Your Resellers Are Us. So on Facebook, some charity shop. I see some charity shop posted. I can't remember what type of bong it was. It's a well-known bong because there was a lot of likes, a lot of shares, a lot of comments. But it was donated to this charity shop, and the guy's cleaned it all up and he's putting it on eBay. It's going to go for over 160 quid. It's glass.
Really?
Yeah, it's a big. There's a name for it. There's a name for it. But listen, just quickly before we go forward, because I knew there was something in it. But listen, if you feel do you get like an aura? Do you sense when your migraines come in normally in that?
No, at 1 minute they're not there, and then they just clicking me head in.
The thing is, this is meant to be like this salt thing that I was telling you about. It's all to do with the electrolytes and the balance of the electrolytes in your body. But it says if the migraine attack is due to an electrolyte imbalance caused by dehydration or whatever, then adding salt.
That's probably a lot to do with it. I don't hardly drink water.
Yes, well, adding salt or just sugar to some water will probably help. If you catch it in time, mate, it's a simple recipe, mate, that don't involve any pharmaceutical stuff. And if it don't work, it don't work. But there's loads of other bits like that could
So before you go for that paracetamol or that bloody ibuprofen, just give that a go. You know what I mean? It's not going to taste great. It's salt water, but just neck.
I don't know whether that's James or Sarah. They said, Dave, I've never had a coffee before. Really?
Well, you got to be careful then, because one of my mates, this old chippy geezer, he literally thought he was having a heart attack when he had his first cup of coffee.
Yeah. Bonds are illegal, surely. They're just glass, not selling with. I think you're probably right. You can actually sell things like that, because otherwise the shops wouldn't be able to sell them. So I don't think you'd get in trouble selling them at a car boot sale. Obviously, if you're selling the stuff to go in it, then you'd be carted away a bit lively. But bongs, I can almost 99.9% say that they're not illegal to sell.
Whoa, he's got lied. You know the guy that we bought them guns from at the boot sale?
Yeah.
So I had a lot of people say to me, how did you get, I think it was you, was one of them, said about they're banned from most boot sales. You're not allowed to sell guns. I give the geezer my number because his son ain't got nowhere to shoot. And I mentioned the land and I said, look, if you're ever in the area, pop in, blah, blah, blah. He didn't stop bloody phoning me, bless him. And I gave him a call and he said that he sold hundreds of guns. He goes, I started doing, he's really old, this guy. He's like, I started doing boot sales in 2010. He goes, I've sold about 100 guns, he says. He goes, and now he goes, he sold us them too. And then he said about 2 minutes after selling them to us, the manager of the boot sale come up to me and goes, you're never selling guns at this boot sale again. Do you hear me? And he's been banned. I was like, well, that's why, man. I was like, you've never been caught. I was like,
that's what it is. Jade saying, quite common with people that are up high, a caffeine will bring them down, Max.
Yeah. I've just got to get the balance right.
Sarah goes through coffee like I go tomorrow. Wow. Good evening, Stu. Yeah, I was thinking that the other week. I think I said that I haven't seen you about for a while, but I hope you're well. Good evening, Paulette. I hope you're good.
Paulette.
Yeah, I think they sell them in most vape shops, really. Even like I don't know. There's a big shop that does it in Little Hampton. I don't know if they ever sell any, but have you ever bought a product and found out it's illegal to sell them online?
I've got loads in the lot.
I did have some of them little gas canisters that do the creamers for the you know, where you connect it to the creamer, so it pumps out the fresh cream. I didn't know you weren't allowed to sell them on there. They're banned, I think. So I didn't put them on in the end. But yeah, I didn't have a clue about that. So that's the only sort of thing that I've sort of come across that I've tried to put. Saying that, I put some fake they were £50 notes from Bond film, and they didn't even have these in circulation anymore. And to be able to print money, you have to have a license from the Bank of England anyway. And the films are the only ones that can do it. If you try and print money off on your home computer, something blocks it from being able to be done.
I used to do it as a kid. I used to do it all the time.
Yeah, you can't do it anymore. They've
I got it all confiscated. I went into lower school. I worked out how to use my dad's. Well, to be fair, he actually showed me, and I think he done the first batch for me when I had a day off school. Went to Potter's Bar with him to fix some window screens, and he had a photocopier there. And there's only black and white. I had 50s, I had 20s, I had 10s, I had 5s. I had a wad like that. And I got caught with them in my pocket at lower school, and the headmistress dragged me out of the canteen. She's like, honestly, I didn't realise how bad it was. I didn't think it was that bad of a thing, do you know what I mean? But they were black and white. They weren't anything to worry about. But yeah, funny.
We've got Dave saying that love these Saturday chats. Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Jump on, Dave.
Jump on. We enjoy it. I bought some balloons that I found were illegal to sell in America. Yeah, that's why. Porky got banned from eBay for it. Lifetime banned. And that was just for their balloons that you fill up with water.
No way.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's why he got banned.
I know he got
banned. Was the ones that you stick on the tap and they all fill them up.
Yeah, I've had some. The kids have had them. Why did they get banned for it, though?
Because of the brand name. A company in America said that's our brand name. You're not allowed to sell them. And they were like forcing legal action and stuff like that. And I think they put the pressure so much on eBay that eBay turned around and banned Porky for good.
Okay.
So he can never have another eBay account.
Give me 50 quid, Porky. I'll sort you one out, mate. You'll have it within 2 days.
I bought clothes.
Thanks,
in
nice
the pockets was dress up Australian police badges. eBay removed them as you're not allowed police stuff. They were just. Do you know what? There's loads of police stuff on eBay. Truncheons, police hats, like proper stuff as well. Cuffs. There's loads on there. There's absolutely loads on there. You know, when my brother was alive, we sold some police tunics from the Carry On Sergeant. So I've never known that I can't do that, because I mean, you know, even if you just put it on as fancy dress.
Are we still talking about bongs and that on being on eBay?
There's loads on there. No,
yeah,
it wasn't eBay. It wasn't eBay. Mad Maz was asking whether they're illegal to sell at car boot sales.
Well, on here it says tobacco, alcohol, vapes, fireworks, BB guns, and any other type of age-restricted product must not be sold. So, if that is legit, that's boot sales, yeah.
But I've seen loads of people sell BB guns.
Mate,
and that at car boots.
Of course, that's what I'm saying. You do it until you get caught. The thing is, look, if you're not doing it all the time, they can't really. I said to that guy when he told me about the guns, I said, mate, there's always a loophole. There's always something you can do. I was like, take a picture of the gun. Leave it on the table. I said, and then just like exchange details. You could either meet them at your gaff or their gaff, or if you really wanted to, you could go to the other side of that fence and you could make that deal happen. I was like,
or you can just do like a Desperado. Have you seen the film Desperado? Is it Desperado?
In many films, but
Once Upon a Time in America, you can stick it inside a guitar case, so I think you're selling the guitar.
Yeah, you could do. You'll always get someone G you up though.
Antonio Banderas had one with full of guns. He used to shoot, mind you, he used to shoot out of it, and it was a film. Porky, well, that was shocking what happened to you. It really was, and I was shocked because, you know, he's probably still got a ton of stock, containerfuls, and he was doing really well. Did you see Bold Fine's video on the fake Jordans, etc.? It sounds pretty common that there is fake clothing. People always, as long as you've got, you'll have your nice people at the boot sales, your genuine people, that if something's broken, they'll tell you it doesn't work, it needs fixing, like I say, a VCR or TV. But then you've got the people that just try and blatantly pull the wool over your eyes and try and sell you a pair of £5 trainers as designer and try and cop 50 quid off you. You're always going to get it. It don't matter where you go. There's always going to be deceitful people that are going to try and have you over. There's a ton. You'll probably be quite lucky to find anything genuine at a car boot. You know, it depends. If you,
mate, you will.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
very rare.
Yeah, but you've got to look at who's selling it. If you've got someone in a brand new Range Rover that's selling designer clothes, then you know they're going to be legit.
Not always.
If you've got, but if you've got someone in a bashed up like Ford Fiesta, there's no way they're going to be having designer clothes.
If they haven't, because there's still a lot of people out there that don't even use eBay, where they probably know of it and but computer's not the thing. But yeah, I know what you're saying. I fully agree, because I see a lot of these resellers that are buying clothes and these shirts and even the football shirts, and I don't care how good they think they are at spotting the difference. There is some that anyone can spot a mile off. I probably wouldn't, because I'm not really into football no more. Do you know what I mean? And even if I was, I've not really bought the actual shirts over the years, apart from for the kids, where I could actually spot the differences, or the cotton change, or the fat, or the stitching difference. I don't know, but there's a lot, like you say, there's so many fakes out there in the world anyway. When you look at like Alibaba, you look at all the Bovey markets and the London markets and these Bourne markets where they've got all the snides. Mate, I was selling that stuff when I was like 15 years old until I got done for it. But I was just selling it to mates. I was ordering it from overseas.
I mean, years ago, going back to the 90s.
But it's still in circulation, Rich. This is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if it's 20 years ago.
I realise that. But I'm saying back in the 90s, like people were, don't get me wrong. Listen, I'm not saying that I've never bought anything snidey or never sold anything. You know, I was getting, back in the day, you know, me and my brother used to buy boxes and boxes and boxes of like Caterpillar puffer jackets or Armani jeans and Dolce Gabbana jeans, like all the top ends. Like we used to buy Ralph Lauren shirts, but we used to sell them as fakes. we didn't used to say, oh, they're real. You know, we used to go, oh, do you want a Snidey puffer jacket? It's got Caterpillar on it, or it's got this, that, and the other on it. Do you want a pair of Snidey Armani jeans? But you back in the day in the 90s, Nat, you was honest about it. Now, like, you know, people are so desperate to make money, they don't care how they do it. Back then, you know, everyone was a bit of a Dell boy.
Oh yeah, mate. You can't sell snide gear and ask full price and things like that, man. That's criminal.
No.
Can't be doing that. But what I'm saying is, there is a lot out there in the ether, and all these shirts and all these like trainers and that. My mum and Kev, right? These are the latest victims I've seen fall for it, because they definitely ain't got a clue what they're looking for, but they know what Nike is, right? And they know what Jordans are. They was up York the other day, and they was in a charity shop. Kevin having a little gander, having a gander, and they seen these size 7 Nike Air Jordans, beige, white, and they look immaculate. But they're second hand. You can see they've been well worn, but they're well looked after still. Like, even though the soles are a bit worn and the insides are a bit worn, they're well kept.
Yeah.
They paid 24. No, it was either 12. Was it 12 or 24? It was 12 to 24 quid or whatever it was. But the minute we see them, we're like, they're knockoff. Like, you could just tell, like, they're a bit dodge. But they still paid over the odds for what they should have for a fake pair of shoes. But then the charity shop wouldn't have known that they weren't fake, so they would have thought they were genuine. But if they were genuine, they were a £600 pair of Jordans.
Yeah. The thing is, I watched this guy called I think it's called the Georgian Pub Grill, and he's got another thing called Dad Loves Food. And a guy called Craig, and he goes through McDonald's.
Sorry, Rich, can you carry on? Can you just kick me out? I'm going to add myself on this laptop because my battery's probably going to die.
Yeah, hang on a sec.
Hold that thought.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, I've done it. You're not bad.
You're not bad. Yeah, there's this guy, and he does. I say what he does is when he goes to pick up like food, if he fancies a McDonald's or something with a family, he'll pay for the car behind and all that.
Who's that? Sorry, I didn't hear a word of that because he was muted.
Oh, did you mute me?
No, it's my volume's down on the laptop.
Oh, yeah. No, this guy that does this thing, he's in Turkey at the minute. He goes out of Turkey a lot. And he goes up to a McDonald's drive-thru and he says, "Oh, I'll pay for the car behind as well." So like he's in Turkey at the minute, and I'm not joking you. They've got all the watch shops, snidey watch shops. They got the bag shops where you can get yourself a Louis Vuitton man bag for £10 and stuff like that. They're so good out in Turkey. Mate,
that's where I first started getting my knockoff. Mate, it must have been Mason's age, like 15, and going with my mum and dad and going around the markets and getting like Kappa, Nike, the t-shirts, like
Sergio Tashini.
I do remember.
No, but this place, it's in Marmaris, and there's this watch place, and they do like clothing and all that, and they're in just underneath this hotel. But you go in there, and they got like your £40 Rolex Snides at the front, but then when you go out the back, they've got super clones. You can buy yourself like a 10.
Some of them look
you can buy yourself a 10, 20 grand Rolex for 180 quid, and like it's got and it comes with its own box and papers as well, which is crazy. And like you can buy
they still pay a lot for it.
Yeah, but you can buy a Richard Mille. A Richard Mille is like a £1 million to £3 million watch. You can get a super clone Snide out there, which on the wrist would look exactly the same. No one would be able to tell the difference till they took it apart, for like 500 quid. It's mental.
Yeah, I know, but then that 500 quid could be spent on something. This watch, I've had this since I was 21. This Armani one, I got that when I first started earning my guap, when I was on my own plastering and that, and I was earning like 150 a day. Then I went working up London, like big baller, loving life. And I had spare change then. I'd get to the end of the month and I'd have 600 quid in the bank still. It was amazing. And it was a long time ago.
But the thing is, I can't see that.
I paid four. I paid $4 for that, and I'll have that. I'm taking that to the grave with me.
Yeah, but that's a nice proper watch. I've got a Seiko that
I couldn't spend any more than that. That was
no. But what I'm saying is, I'm never ever going to go out or have the money to go out and buy a legit like 20 grand Rolex or a
£1 million
watch.
Why would you?
But, but I like a smart watch.
Broke this every year. I have to get this repaired every single year.
Yeah,
I smashed the glass. I've scratched it. It
for 180 quid. If I had 180 quid and I go, and the bloke, not being funny, he ships to the UK for free.
You're like my brother, Mason. They've got on this website, talk about snides.
Yeah, but this bloke goes out there to make sure people ain't getting ripped off. Like,
he's basically done a review. Well, this guy has done a review on pretty much 95% of the products on this Chinese manufacturing site. It's almost it's like a sister thing to Alibaba. It's linked for Alibaba. It's just someone else's little domain and their own little shop or whatever.
Yeah.
And this English fella or Irish fella, he's obviously minted, but the stuff's cheap anyway. But he's gone through he reckons 93 to 95% of their stock, and he's given an honest opinion and a rating. He gives you a link to his Excel spreadsheet where he's rated these items, right? And if he's actually bought them for himself and actually tested them, you've got videos to go with it. So Mason and Jack sat there, and Jack's put in an order for 200 quid, and he's got 5 pairs of trainers, like all of which would be worth, if they were legit, like hundreds and hundreds of quid. Yeah, but he's gone for different qualities. So he's gone for some of the mid-range ones, and these ones that these guys said are 10 out of 10. You will never tell the difference.
No.
He's ordered some of that as well.
Really?
But again, I get it. Jack's not bothered about fakes. I'm not bothered about fakes. I'd prefer to wear fakes than the actual paid genuine money.
I'm not bothered. Like I say, I'm really.
I don't care about the name either. I don't care. I'll go to Matalan and Primark, and I wear unbranded. This is just
all my clothes. Listen, all my clothes come from charity shops.
I'm done with that shit, man. Putting money into designer labels.
I never ever go and buy designer. My brother Steve, he would only wear designer, but he earned his money, and that's what he wanted to be
like that. I used to be like that, mate.
My brother,
but I used to like you say, 150 quid on a pair of jeans.
When he was 18, 19 years old, 20 years old, he was buying £200 jumpers at a time. Like he's always. Shortly before he passed away, I took him, because obviously he couldn't drive and that, so I drove him down to Gunwolf, which is a bit mental because Nat wants to go there, I think, tomorrow. I've been there since, though. It was a bit. It was
surreal. I've got my mic.
Oh yeah,
disgusting. Can you hear it?
Nah,
that's right then.
But yeah, and we went down there, and Steve went in. Like he was going in Ralph Lauren and buying like things at 125 quid for jump and stuff like that. He went in Hugo Boss and bought a few bits and that. But like he thinks nothing. Like he gets a £300 bill and he goes, "Oh, that's well good. I've got loads of money off of it." Whereas me, if I got a £300 deal, I'd want the whole stock of the shop. I'm not tight, but I don't see why. I don't wear designer clothes. I don't wear anything designer.
All the stuff I've got these days is all gifts, just presents from other
people.
The
only time I ever get any new clothes is if someone buys them for Christmas. Usually Nat buys me stuff for Christmas or birthday. That's the only time I ever get new clothes. Literally, she bought this. My jeans I paid £3 for off of eBay. The trainers that I've got on were £5 in the charity shop. Like I just don't see the point. I don't go anywhere to look smart. Cadbury caramel. Oh, nice.
Go on, mate. That's the last of it.
Maz is just saying, would you take a seller's word for it if at a boot sale if they claim the electrical items work?
I do.
I wouldn't take people's word for it. Once again, I'd look at the car, look at the person, and see whether you think they're lying or not. I bought an old.
Can I just say something, Rich? If everybody in the world was like you, I'd be fucked, because I've got a banger out there that I've been using for the last year and a bit because my van's always in the garage. I look a bit of a ruffian, right? If you looked at me at a boot sale and I had a genuine JVC camcorder, like that one from Back to the Future or some shit, and I'm like,
I have one of them.
Would you look at my motor and go,
no? I'd look at you and your tattoos on your neck and go, dodgy geezer.
I know what you're saying.
No, I wouldn't. But like, if
a person, like I believe, I can't see, but I believe I'd know if someone's lying. And if I was unsure,
but what I was going to say more than that was the fact that if I think I can sell it for parts for more than I'm paying for it supposedly working, then I'd give it a punt anyway. But I wouldn't take someone's word for it.
I'm trying to think if I've ever been done. Have you ever been done with an electrical item?
Especially not Max's. Especially not Max's word. Jesus.
Have you ever been done with
one? Would you look at my car and think I was dodgy? No, I'd look at your beard and your tattoos and think you're dodgy.
What'd you say?
James is asking, what's on your cap, Max? Is that a D squared? Oh no, it's the London one you bought. It's the London one.
Yeah, I went in the D squared shop, didn't I? And or not D squared shop, whatever shop is, what it's called, and 350 quid. Shoved that hat back in the drawer. Made out I was just going to look for Jack. I was just curious.
I did see it. I saw
20 quid.
Bought it, yeah.
I'm repping Sarah's hometown.
Camden Town.
North Wheezy 1, baby.
Stu saying he bought a Tottenham Hotspur football top off a car boot. Starting to think it might be a fake.
Oh, what? Tottenham Hotspur. Yeah. Honestly, mate, the thing is, look, it's just one of the ones when you go to list it. If you're honest and you put you don't know if it's genuine, chances of getting a sale.
If I'm not sure if something works, I just say I can't 100% say it works.
I'm saying with football tops and that, you never get a sale.
I would not have a clue with football tops and that. That's why I don't get involved in that. Still got fake leather belts and watches that I swear still wear that I bought from Turkey in the early 90s. Just use it myself. I mean, that's the thing. The watches they sell for 40 quid out there, the snide Rolexes they sell for 40 quid, they're made in China. The ones that the super clones, they're actually made in Turkey, and they are incredible. There's a oh, that's nice, Max. Why the long face? Why the long face? I always said you was a wooden actor. But I watch a guy called Paul Thorpe, and he used to be a proper brand watch dealer. He used to deal in Rolexes and Patek Philippe's and stuff like that. And he said these ones from Turkey. He said on the wrist they're a 10 out of 10. You can't tell the difference. He said in the hand they're still an 8 out of 10. It's only when you undo them and have a look inside them that you can tell they're fakes.
Yeah, when they've got a little bomb in it, or not even that, they've got something in it that can listen and home in on your conversation. I'm joking. That's just your smartphone, isn't it?
Jade's saying what you're eating. I don't know what she's talking about.
It was a Cadbury's Caramac. I've got to say, the original Caramac is 10 times better. Who wants a thick Caramac? I know it seems like a good idea at the time because you've got a thick crunch, and I was putting 2 chunks in at a time. I was being greedy, but even with that said, you cannot beat the thin Caramac. It's just.
So I've never liked Caramac.
That's what separates me from you, mate. See, that's what
makes you a scumbag.
That is the difference between us.
Shade's saying, "Oh, you're not doing food tomorrow?" Yeah. Well, I'm gonna try. I've got to sort out a load of stuff for it. I just literally haven't had time today, but
I'm going to buy tomorrow.
Well, I've still got all the tables and that in my car, and I need to pull in some money. So I'm in my head. I want to go. In my heart, I haven't decided yet. So I'm hoping to. So many of us of a certain age who embrace designer back in the day, prefer thrifted or free nowadays. Yeah, do you know what? I've never been one into designer really. I mean, when they did Benetton, Benetton's not really designer, but when they used to do all the weird shades in the 80s of the Benetton jumpers and shirts and that, I used to have a few of them. But other than that, really never. Oh, look, I'm one of my faves, Jade says. Caramac dupe. Yeah. Don't stereotype, Dad. Never judge a book by its cover.
No, you shouldn't.
Right.
You shouldn't.
Exactly right.
It's true. It is true.
I know, but
we all do it.
The thing is, I know Max.
We all do it.
And I know Max is dodgy, so
but we all do that. As much as we say we don't, I still do it, and there's times I have to tell myself.
Oh, we've got James is in. James is in the chat.
Oh, I see that.
Good evening, mate. Nice that hat, lad.
Nice. I remember James on the screen.
I remember you watching. I remember you buying that on the video. Stu's saying if you judge people by the labels on their clothes, then you probably need to get a life. Very true. I've never bothered by labels on my clothes. Never been bothered. Same as that.
I ain't gonna lie, I did used to love repping the full Moschino suit. I had the Moschino jeans, the Moschino shirt when I was in them raves, mate, in London.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I took off my motorbike,
different
a
times
50
though, wasn't it, back in the 80s? Yeah.
stacked it down the flipping road,
What
and then
a little AR-50. Did you have an AR-50?
No, I had a
Everyone had AR-50s back
I had a
in the day.
Derby Sender. It looked like a crosser.
Oh.
I got it from the
good evening, Claire. Claire B's in. Good evening.
Paid him a G, and yeah, it was there was my mate Sean. He had the Galera DNA. It looks like a super bike, but a 50cc. I had the what did I just say? Derby Sender, and that's like a crosser. It looks like a 125 crosser, but it's a 50cc. But it had 3 gears, and me and him together, man, we thought we were the bee's knees. But we had about 10 mates all at the same time cruising the streets, being a right nuisance, man.
If ever I win a lottery or when I pay debts off, like, you know, I say debts, it's just things that you take out over the years, but debts. I would love to get another motorbike.
Not for me, mate. Too dangerous. The more confident I got, the more dangerous I become.
Mate, when I was 15, I was resuscitated after a motorbike.
I remember you saying. That's what I'm saying.
I was on the back of my mate. Yeah, but it's in my blood, so I can't get over it. Although my best mate at the time, he was riding and he died. I was on the back of him, and I was resuscitated. But I can't. You can't. It's in your blood. It's just in your blood.
Yeah,
I love it.
It'll be your blood on the
picked
fucking
up a £1,000 item at a car boot, and it was an elderly couple, and they wanted 50p. Would you give them a bit more?
If you picked up hold on, let me just register that. If you picked up a £1,000 item at a car
myself, I actually would. I would offer them 50 quid or something. You know, 1,000 quid. You should offer them more than that. But
if you didn't know it's 1,000, I'm not very good at spotting.
Yeah, but if you don't know, but what he's saying is, if you know an item's worth £1,000, and an elderly couple wanted 50p.
Put it this way. With Noah's Hall, with Eddie's Hall, you know, when I got them boxes off Eddie for 20 quid, I still haven't give it to him, but I've made the deal and phoned him. He gave me a set price. They gave us a set price, and I said, if there's any gems within, because we ain't gone through it all, we're going to come back and sort you out some more. And Eddie wanted, what did he want? 20 quid. He wanted 40. He got down to 20 before he even looked through the boxes. He was willing just for 20 quid for me to take him out his car. When I found that, like weeks later, I found that silver thing in there, which is like 250, 300 quid straight away. That upped his 20 quid to 100 quid. And when I phoned him up, I said, look, I'm going to send you a bit more, blah, blah, blah. He's like, no. I said 20 quid. I was like, mate, you don't understand what's in there, Eddie. Yeah. And I'm telling him what's in there.
I've done that with a guy that I used to buy props off.
Yeah, man, the thing is, because they'll do more for you if you do that, right? And the thing is, like,
I phoned him up. I paid for a prop and sold it, and I phoned him up and said, look, I've got another 200 quid for you.
Yeah.
Like, you know, not even 50. Yeah, but you see, the thing with me is I would feel so guilty if I didn't, or if I
how far do you take it though? How far do you take it? We're talking £1,000 item, but say for example, because everyone that sells,
it depends how much money I've got on me. If I've only got
no, listen, hear me out. I'm not on about the fact. Listen, you're talking about £1,000 items, but we all go into charity shops knowing that we're looking for things that are worth more than what they're selling them for. How many people in the chat give a bit extra when they see something that's worth 20 quid, but they're selling it for say 2 quid? Would you still give extra for that?
It'd possibly go up to 80p.
That's what I'm saying. So it's
evening, Matt. Hope you're well. Matt said he had a DT 125 back in the 80s and a Yamaha Fizzy. Yes,
Yamaha. I had a was it a PZ or something?
My last bike was 99, and I had a ZX6R Ninja, a 600 Ninja. It's lovely. Red, black, and purple race bike.
That sounds mental.
It's a red, black, and I had 176 out of it down the A24. The amount of old time.
It's not even you might be able to control the bike, mate, but it's other people on the road like me and other people that are worse, and it just takes one stupid mistake, doesn't it? And I've known so many people. Yeah, so many people that have done themselves in. Or
we've got Tam in now. We've got Tam in. And we've got Belle in.
Another lover, another mother.
You're all right, mate. I hope you're both all right. I hope the kids are good.
I'll put in something actually. Just I think Tam would appreciate it. I know he's a bit of a wrestling fan, and the bit of Randy Savage that comes in on the video. Did you see it, Rich?
No, I don't. I don't watch. Oh yes, on your thing. Yeah.
I had to give you a slap, mate. Virtually, I was about to bitch slap
Yeah.
you for
After
me.
you, so you put that bit in because you had the Randy Savage doll.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh, here you
told
go.
you
My
I
son's
watched your
just
thing
texted back. He's
earlier.
been missing all day. Just
I was on your live earlier. What are you talking about?
You were. Took a long time coming though, didn't it?
Not really, because
I watched bits of it back because I was intrigued to see whether it was better sitting in the car and not moving compared to walking around. And there was not really any glitching at all when I was sitting in the car.
No.
But when I got out, obviously signal's bad and that, but at least I know I can potentially do lives down there. If we do a little camp down there in the van or whatever, I could set up the live and it should potentially work.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Hope you're feeling better, Bill. Yep, hope you're feeling better.
Yeah, I don't know about anyone else if they've got this thick head and feeling a little bit. I thought it was Sarah's Murray she cooked last night. I felt a bit weird all day. It's been repeating on me. Mia said she felt a bit rough. Sarah's felt rough.
Oh,
Sister
what was it? Curry.
I had a Ruby Murray, yeah.
Dodgy chicken.
Yeah, Sarah cremates. She overcooks all meat, so it couldn't have been undercooked. It could have been a dodgy batch. Don't get me wrong, because it's definitely never happened before with that meal, and she cooks it all the time. It's either I ate way too much, way too quick, and it was still sort of digesting when I went to bed.
Yeah, but you're rushing about all the time, so you're shoving stuff in your head just to so you can get a feed in, and then like you're always on the go.
Yeah,
you don't sit down and have a chance for it to settle. I don't think.
Unless I'm editing.
Well, yeah, that's the only time.
I'm normally edit while I drive. Just sort of drive along.
Yeah, with your knees. Steering your knees.
Steering with my knees, yeah. My knees. Anyway, what's James saying? I hear he moved house.
He did move house.
Is he all settled? James, are you all settled?
He's got a magic key. If he wants to come on, he can come on and tell you himself.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Me and James had this little agreement that obviously while the school holidays are on, we're gonna not have much contact because we're gonna do the family thing and get stuff done that we should be getting done. And then as soon as the kids are back to school and all that, then it's the daily calls are back on. But yeah, he's got his own key to get into the live, so he's quite welcome to come on and
jump on, James.
Say hello.
Tell people how stressful moving house is, and don't lie and say it isn't, because it is one of them things.
He was so like stressing before, but like, he had a lot to deal with it before. It wasn't an easy thing. And then like once he was in, even like just after he'd moved in, he was so different. My best ever 99p auction was the Brett the Hitman Heart glasses.
Yeah, they used to roll out, didn't they? They used to roll out and just clip on. The ones are just like the bits of vinyl almost, but 57, good number. I'm going to go make a drop. I'm going to put you on my phone. I can still speak if you ask me a question.
Right. Yeah,
I'm going to go in the kitchen. Yeah, I've also got to text Sarah back as well.
Yeah, no worries. Do you get anxious selling expensive items on eBay in case they raise a return? I think everyone does. I think it's just a natural thing, really. I've got two things at the minute that they've got funds held for. One of them is a camera that someone bought and obviously didn't read the description or look at all the photos, and then opened a return. So I accepted the return eventually. They refused to send me photos of the damage that they said it wasn't listed or in the photos. So they haven't sent me photos of that. And I asked them to send me photos of that. They refused and said the blurry photo I've sent you is good enough, basically. So they've opened a thing. I've accepted it now because I just can't be asked, to be honest with you. And I just want to get it sorted and out of the way. So they've got till the 19th to send this camera back. So that'll be, if they don't send that back, that's 31 quid of mine on hold. Another one was a guy in Lancing, which is about 15 minutes down the road from me. He said he was going on holiday and could I hold on to the item and send it when he gets back? I forgot what date he was getting back, and I was going to send it this weekend. He's opened a request because he messaged me this morning, and because I didn't get back to him till a few hours later because I was doing stuff, he's opened a request. So I said, look, not really sure why you felt you needed to open a request before you spoke to me. Obviously, you asked me to hold it till you come back off holiday. He said, well, yeah, but I've been back a couple of days and I expected to get it yesterday or today. And I was like, right, okay, let's sort this out because that's another 50 quid on hold. So I will drive it over to you tomorrow. So I've got to deliver that over to Lancing tomorrow, and that'll be another thing sorted. But
how long's that going to take? Well, how long's that?
it's about 15 minutes away from me. That's all it is. And actually, I sold a little figure that I got off of James in his mystery box, and someone's bought it, and they live in Little Hampton. So I'm going to go and drop that through their door tomorrow as well.
Nice.
Sorry to hear that. Elaine's good getting looked into. Definitely.
I can see the chat now.
Flipping. James is saying, don't do it.
Don't do what?
I don't know. Yeah, apologize. Hi, Paul. Vinny's in. Good evening, Vinny, mate. I'm glad to see you about again.
Yes, Vinny.
I did send a message asking how you all was to Stacey the other day.
Did you say hello to Ex-Gov as well?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm just getting to that. There's Michael. Good evening, Michael. I did see Michael at the car boot sale last Sunday. I see Michael down at Apps all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so James is there. I'm Michael, Vinny.
Yeah,
I was just saying I haven't seen Vinny about for a while. Maz. James saying, not just expensive. 1 week we had over £500 worth of returns, lots of clothes that didn't fit. That's the only nightmare, isn't it? It's like business seller, you just got to, if it doesn't fit or it just buyer's remorse, you've got to take it back. Hope antibiotics help. Yeah,
I couldn't get. Sorry for anyone that did see the live and is expecting me to bring those vintage plushes out tonight. I didn't go to the lockup and get them. Not lockup.
Do it another time.
Yeah, I'll get them out. Also, what is it? Lindsay and that are doing whatnot. You're doing whatnot as well, aren't you?
I am. I'm onboarded for it. I've just got to find enough stuff to do one. So if I can find 50 items, then like mixed clothing.
I'm potentially going to let Lindsay and Alvin put them on theirs because they're on about doing some plushes and things like that. And they mentioned it earlier.
I took a bag of plushes to the charity shop yesterday.
Think of something that you will, like you say, that you can get on there, or something that you got a lot of, and I'll see if I can match some bits and give them to you. And then even just make, like you say, 50 to 60, 70 items or whatever. Give it a go, mate. Because again, when we're talking about what you enjoy doing, you're going to do Whatnot once, right? And you're going to love it because this is what you enjoy doing. You enjoy being live, talking to people. So you need to just get your ass and do it.
You mean waffling?
Yeah, but mate, why not? Why not? I do it. I get paid for it.
I love it. I love it.
I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee.
Yeah, I'll have one, please.
How do you have your coffee in the morning?
I like mine with a kiss.
No, I like mine with a breath of fresh air, my son.
Yeah, you do.
I like a little bit of fresh air.
Yeah,
how do you have your coffee? Is there anyone that ain't had coffee?
I don't know. Do you know what? Nat made me a black coffee the other day and it was disgusting.
He's working.
But now I'm getting used to black coffee, no sugar. And I've never been one to drink stuff without sugar. Yeah, you can.
Interrupting.
Yes, you can, you melt.
It is what it is.
So you going to car booting tomorrow? You're going buying, ain't you?
I'm going to go for a piss in a minute.
He's a wanker. He can hear me. He can hear me all right, little blagger. The only person we don't see at Apps is Max, the letdown. Very true, Jade. Very true that. Or rental for the weekend party. You guys at Apps tomorrow? No, Jade's got a surprise day out tomorrow, so we won't be at Apps tomorrow. I'm trying to talk myself into doing food tomorrow because I do need to go and get some money in. But like last week, I mean, when I go and pick Jade up, I had to get up at 4:30, left mine at 5, got to Jade just before 6, and then we were at Apps about 6:45. So it's a bit of a journey, whereas Ford's only 10 minutes up the road, 15 minutes up the road. But I don't know. I've still got the tables from last week. Is he really having a pee? He's really having a pee. No chance he's running a tap. That's a tap, that ain't him. Rich, I'm envious of your thick, lovely hair that grows so fast. Mine's so thin and takes years to grow. My hair is terrible because it just it gets too poofy. Look at that. There's no grey in it either. And like for my age, like there's not a grey hair in there. There is in my beard. My beard's got grey hairs, but like not my hair. Did you actually have a pee?
Well, what are you on about? What are you on about?
You could hear us.
No, I couldn't hear you, mate, but I did have a wee, yeah. My microphone's on. Well, I can't hear you.
We could hear you.
Good.
Not this weekend, Michael. I hope you find some more gems. My mum's saying, hi, Tam and Bill. Oh, mum, don't feel guilty. You've got nothing to feel guilty about. She feels guilty because I looked after my brother.
Yeah, I know. She mentioned it the other day in the live in the chat. And the thing is, it's hard to tell someone not to feel guilty because they're going to feel guilty or going to feel the way they feel. But it's just one of them things, man. You just got to try not to because it's the worst ingredient, and it's to self-sabotage.
Oh, he's got a glass of Kraken roast coffee flavour. Nice.
Ooh, yeah. I've just gone for a little dead Nescafe normal shiznick.
Rich, did you manage to sell all of the sausages last week? Sell all of the sausages? Sunglasses probably means. Do you mean sunglasses? I didn't take many with me, to be honest with you.
You ain't still got them sausages in your car, have you, from that camping trip?
No. Sausages. I've got no clue about that one. No, he definitely wouldn't. That's what I said.
The thing is, I don't know the situation, but for all we know,
I wouldn't mind using Just for Men. I said to Nat the other day, maybe I should use some on my beard. I was winding her up and said, look, there's no grey hairs in my head. Perhaps I should dye my beard. I said to her, I was winding her up, I said, perhaps I should dye my beard jet black.
You always see him in here, but I get
but you like I think when you grow a long beard, it don't matter how young you are, you get grey hairs in it.
No, yeah, but they're getting worse and worse. Once I trim it and I get the shave,
and have a hot chocolate, please, and a bit of squirty cream on top.
Stu likes a bit of squirty cream.
Get back out in the kitchen. COVID schmovid. Don't worry about it. Yes, mate. So how much bank you got for tomorrow? $5. You always go with a $5. $5. See, I told you.
That is empty. There was 25 quid in there earlier, and I had to flipping use it for horse stuff. And I just said that's dipping in. I could have went there tomorrow with 25 quid.
Max, you never go to a car boot with any more than a $5.
No, I do. I have done the last couple. I swear.
I haven't seen any videos of you.
You see what I got for 50p? You know, when you was telling them you was on about them Funko Pops. I thought these were them Funko. I thought this was to do with Funko Pop. 50p. I got that for, didn't I?
No, I did mean sausages. I saw them under the table. £3 for 2 packs. The sign said.
She's at Kaylee's because Macy's got a birthday party. Good day.
Yeah, sorry.
Good. Mwah. Have you eaten? Did you say you have?
No.
What do you want? I've got some herby fries, some chicken nuggets, and bits like that. If you want it.
Oh yes, please.
Give me a minute.
Okay, 1 minute.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, 50p, man.
You
can have them on the side, yeah. There's only 3. Do you want me to cook the rest of them?
What's it called?
This is Breaking Bad.
Oh, 2-star toys. Ah, that's quite cool.
Mate, I got this from the boot sale. It's on the last video I just done. And yeah, 50p she wanted, mate. And that's one time I felt well bad that I didn't pay her more for it.
What's it worth?
I don't. Do you know what? I looked the other day. They're not a lot, but I'm not selling it. I like it. I think it's cool. I want to get Walter White one now, but I can't seem to find it.
My mum's saying the nurses nicked your pants, didn't they, Rich? Right. Let me tell you about why my mum's saying this. Yeah, when I was 15, I had this motorbike accident. I was on the back of my mate. He passed away. I was resuscitated, and I had dislocated shoulder. I had weights on my leg. I was pretty battered up. But when I woke up, I had tubes like on me and wires on me, and I didn't know where I was. I just tried to sit up in bed, but I couldn't because my arm was all slinged and all bits and pieces. But I looked up, and the first thing I saw was some old man trying to pull all these wires out his arm. So I'm thinking, where am I? What's that? I still can't remember anything about that day. And then, because I was still a bit delirious, because I don't know if I'd been in a coma or what, but like I went to get out of bed, and I didn't even have any pants on, and I was, like I say, I wasn't with it. And I'm saying to my mum, I'm saying, the nurse has nicked my pants. I've got no pants. The nurse has nicked my pants. Like, because you see these nurses running about, and I'm like, where am I? Thought I was in a loony bin or something. It was like freaky, like waking up like that. One minute, yeah, because I remember a bit from early on in the day, way before the accident. We were going to Margate, so, and he was all licensed and that to ride this bike, and I say I was on the back. It was just weird. And then the next thing is I'm waking up in hospital, don't know where I am, don't know what's going on. So man's trying to pull his wires and all the bits out his arm. I'm trying to get up out of bed and I've got no cacks on. Flipping hell, freak my nut. And I was 15 years old.
Mad.
Yeah, proper freaky. Proper freaky. I think a lot of people who lost during COVID feeling that way. The only people who should be feeling guilty is the government. Very good, very true. Were stopping seeing their families, and like that, you know, they were having parties and enjoying themselves and breaking all the rules. 50p. 50p. All I do. Oh no. We'll let them have a private conversation. Wish I could give you a big cuddle, Pat. I wish I could throttle her sometimes, but she knows I love her.
You're a kid, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's just me. But no, so yeah, I'm going to try and talk myself into going to the boot sale. But I've got the tables in there. I've still got my cooker in there. I've still got my bottle of water in there. Still got my kettle in there. So it's just a case of really chucking a chair in there and just some more bits to sell.
So don't forget the items to sell, mate. You've listed everything that don't.
I know, I'll end up going there with nothing. I thought
you're just going to go there for a picnic, you bellend. You're be sitting there like, what did I come here for again? Just to sit down and chill out.
Exactly. But I thought Michael was talking about
my sunglasses. My sunglasses.
I thought Michael was talking about this because my stepdaughter bought a load of these. £1 for 6 glass craft bottles. And I was doing them. They're little 4 centimetre by 2 centimetre.
Yeah,
but I was doing these for free for £1, like 33 pence a thing, which was well cheap. And they're glass with cork lids.
I nearly bought a box of light bulbs from the charity shop last week.
Huh?
A box of light bulbs from the charity shop last week. I nearly bought them. £2 for 10. Right, and there's a pack of 10. They're all in the cellophane, never been opened, and they're little mini LED ones. And there was 10 in a pack, and they said £2 for 10. And I counted them up. There's about
light bulbs.
60, yeah, 60, 70 bulbs.
You didn't buy them?
No, I couldn't be asked. eBay lensed it.
Yeah, you say you can't be asked, but that's not very bright, is it?
That's good. That's good. I like it. I walked straight into that, Max. You
straight in, jumped in with both feet.
Now, eBay lensed it, and mate, they were selling on eBay. I think it was a little bit lower wattage.
That's true, Jade. That's true. I won't tell anything with you not there. I've got loads of stuff.
Now you've got to go, Rich, mate. It's not the attitude. Go down. I tell you what, take some clips and then have a sausage.
Let's sell some sausages. I don't know where Michael's getting that idea. I didn't have even anything that resembled a sausage, I don't think.
Have you seen anything on that, all the P. Diddy and that? Have you seen that shit that's been leaked?
No.
Mate, there's some dark stuff being leaked. It's, don't go grab the tinfoil hat yet, because I say we'll do it next week. If you're on next week, there is a lot. People say there are conspiracy theorists and all that shit. I want to do a little live with you and just look back at some of the conspiracies over the last... some of the conspiracies that stem back from past 10 years ago that have become true, and we have lived through it in the last 2-3 years. And then we'll look at these tinfoil hats, because all this P. Diddy shit, it all links in with these conspiracies.
Well, who was that geezer from years and years and years ago that predicted the
Michael Jackson thing? Everything, all of it is
entwined. It wasn't Michael Jackson.
No, I'm just saying, it's all entwined.
Like, it's got a famous name. I watched a film and it was called that name the other day. what's his name? He literally predicted everything in the future. Oh, can't remember his name now.
Not that Tesla guy.
No. I'm going back years.
No, yeah, Nikola Tesla.
No. Who predicted the future years ago?
Einstein. When
Nostradamus.
Mate, loads of people have predicted the future. Let's be real. I can predict the future by saying I predict that Richie's going to wake up in the morning tomorrow and he's going to check his notifications like most human beings do, and then he's going to get out of bed. But before that, he's going to scratch his bollocks.
Probably right.
Like most of us, mate. Like most of us.
It's
when you can't find one when you need to start worrying, isn't it?
Exactly. I'd love that Max defo do it. Bell's saying. Jade saying Epstein Island. No, I wouldn't want to go there.
And that as well. There's a lot of, you see Ryan Garcia, the boxer, he's been talking a lot about a lot of this stuff that's being leaked and that, mate. And it's very, very demonic and very sort of satanic. And it's honestly, mate,
there's a big market for post-accident soiled underpants. The Japanese are a strange bunch. There you go. Look, Tam knew what I was talking about. Nostradamus. Vinny saying, apologies for being missing in action, everyone. Just had some hectic and stressful times of late. Lost a few family members. Sorry to hear that, mate. It's really sad. And really close friends, along with some scares in areas. And don't get me started on eBay. No, I know everyone's. I mean, I don't sell a lot of clothes on eBay anyway, but I know people aren't happy that they're not looking after the business sellers. But Jade, you're on a private account, my love. Get your clothes on. There's no fees, no listing fees, no final value fees. It's free.
Yeah, mate. I picked it back up on eBay.
Just to wind all the business sellers up.
You got me inspired the other day, mate, when I spoke to you, because I went off and started listing, didn't I? I listed 50-something items in them 2 days.
Yeah, I know, which is good. See, I'm glad I can inspire you to list. I can't inspire.
And I picked up 3 barrels of horse shit. And I bounced around in list 6 hours and
then he recorded 20 videos.
Yeah.
Cam's got a sexy brain. Wow. He's sexy and he knows it.
I thought you were talking to me then, and you've got a sexy brain. I'm like, mate, you've just been flirting with me all live. Like you started picking me up.
Can't help it. Can't help it, mate.
No, I appreciate it.
It's that beard oil. Just glistens.
I don't use oil, mate. That gives me spots. I'm not even joking.
I've got beard oil.
I've got about 6 bottles up there. Everyone keeps buying it for me from my birthday.
Definitely wouldn't get any sausages, Michael. I'm vegetarian. So what? I remember the day I used to get Jade and Shannon like every other weekend all their lives, and then Aidan obviously when he come along, and every time we used to stop on the way down to mine at McDonald's. It was always a Big Mac meal for Jade, and now she's a veggie, so she eats a Big Mac meal without the Big Mac. Max don't watch the Y-Files. Me and Tam love it. The Y-Files.
Give it a go. Where's that on YouTube?
Oh, it's probably on
Give it a go. I'll start
the Wi-Fi files. Sounds like a bit of you.
Things that pop up. The algorithm's really feeding me all that shit at the minute. I don't want to get lost in it again because it can really dampen your mood and your spirit and stuff. So but the thing is, it's just
messing with your mojo. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I believe that there's other things out there, mate, and I'm not seeing just there's bigger things.
It might just be. I don't know. It might just be a tall, hairy woodman.
Mate, there's mate, you see some of these giant people, like literally these are people that are still alive, man. There's some big ass people that live on this earth, like, and there's even bigger people, they believe, that live in other certain parts of the world, but that's another conspiracy in itself. The Y-Files, 2023 crimes, 6 seasons. Mate, I think, hang on a minute.
Jade's just had a McPlant.
You melt, Jade. Delve into the mystifying world of aliens, cryptids and government conspiracies with AJ Gentile.
Called the Y-Files, so let me have a quick
so that looks like my cup of tea. Although the thing that's annoying, Bell, is honestly, I'm not sounding like but I was watching most of these things with my mates like 10, 15 years ago. And some of the ones that have been talked about now, even more so, you Jay-Z, P. Diddy's, and all these rap artists that are linked in.
well, the other one, R. Kelly, he's blooming got caught with indecent.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Rich. So I'm not even looked into that. But the thing is, I'm not a detective, and I'm not saying he is. I'm not saying he isn't. But that could have easily been him just not playing ball. And apparently, a lot of these people are anyway doing exactly what he's been busted for. All like there's videos going around, but these videos I get could be AI generated still. But there's a lot of cycling the internet where a lot of people are saying this is the year that all these people are getting taken down. We're going to see a lot of people that we know as stars being named and shamed into doing some horrible things.
Believe only what I see with my own eyes. Yeah, I'm like that as well.
The
thing is, I watch Brian Harvey as well, like from E17.
Oh, but he looks like he's lost the plot. He looks like me.
Yeah, but he proper. He's proper on it about
but the thing is, and this is why a lot of people. This is why I don't talk about it, and this is why.
I didn't see Chop last week. He said he was going. He said he was going to go buying apps last week, and he wasn't there. Didn't see him. Oh, here he is.
Speaking of the
devil, and he will appear.
That's why a lot of people won't talk about it, Rich, because you end up looking like Matey from E17. Because I tuned into him the other day because he was talking about something to do with what I was on about a minute ago. I looked through some of his videos and I thought, oh my days, he's saying what so many other people believe in. Fair play to him to actually put it out there. But
he's talking about what he's been through, how that he got stitched up with that interview he'd done where he talked about the things and that, and like lost his whole career, and how like he's linked all these people that should really be unlinkable, and they're all linked together and that. But like, I don't know, it's
a lot out there, mate. There's a lot out there. But the thing is, are you going to let it ruin your life? Is there anything that me and you can do about it?
Let nothing ruin my life.
Well, you will if you continue to bow down. You will let them ruin your life. Trust me. We've already got
Max. My life's in tatters. It can't get ruined.
Yeah, no, but it can get a whole lot worse, man. It could.
No, never.
It could.
Never.
We are resistance against the resistance.
Oh, here we go. Look, Terminator. I'll be back.
I've got to go and cook Mason some dinner because he's just come back. I don't know where he's been actually, but he's been on the train because he texted me saying he was on the train. So yeah, I'm going to go do his dinner. Thank you very much for having me on, Rich. I'll let you wrap
mate. Anytime.
Your bits, man. No, I appreciate it definitely, and all for the nice words as well, man. It's bad enough getting all these lovely words from Lin and Bonnie and the others.
You don't want them from me, do you?
Huh?
You don't want to be getting them from me.
No, I'll get it for you. You nearly brought a tear to my eye earlier, mate. I'm not going to lie. And then you started talking about my fucking editing, and it does my nutting.
That's why I do it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. I like it, really. I just didn't like it when it was every single week, but it feels like it's been like at least 6 months.
Yeah, it's been at least 2 weeks.
Yeah. Anyway, mate, honestly, really appreciate it. I hope everybody has a wicked rest of their... Is it Saturday? Saturday night?
Yeah, Saturday, mate.
Good
Saturday night live.
Or whatever you're doing. And give me a shout later, Rich. Boy.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout.
I'm going in for the kill. He's going in for the...
There you go. He's gone. Gone. Thank God for that. I couldn't get rid of him. Well, saying have a nice night, Max. Well, that was a bit different, wasn't it? Bit different. It was nice. Like I say, look, got all these crafting bottles. See, shame you don't live down here, Belle. See, you could have all them. I might send you some. If I can't get rid of them, I'll send you some up for your crafties. Like, they're from the works. My stepdaughter bought 15 packs she's got left. Like, yeah. I don't know what to do with them. I can't do nothing with them. I don't know what I would do with them. I've got no clue about them. Everyone's saying, lol, Rich. Yeah, I couldn't wait to get rid of him. He just bores me. Proper bores me. Peace at last. Very true, Jade. No worries, mate. No worries. I say, I do notice when, and you know, we all notice when certain people aren't there. That's what it's all about. That's why it's a nice little community. Cheers, peeps. Look, there's Max. Look, see, he knows it's true. He knows I couldn't get rid of him fast enough. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, so I don't know. What have I got in the car? I've got me tables. Got me things for making me coffees, because I'm not going to buy coffees down there in them skanky polystyrene cups. For my subscribers and people come up to me and say, night's life and blah, 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 and I get to know them. Like, I buy proper takeaway cups and I make them a nice coffee, nice caramel latte. So, yeah, it's all about the latte. So I'll take that. I've got Carry On VHS, complete box set of VHS ones. What else have I got in there? Bit of clothing. Got some sunglasses in there. Could take some sunglasses. Got more clothes I can take. Perhaps I will go and do it tomorrow. Jade's saying we did look out for you, Paul, but couldn't see you. No, that's true. We did. We did see if you was about. Mind you, James Boldfine said he was going to be down there as well, and he didn't. He wasn't there either. So wanted to be there, but bursitis knee. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. That's not good. That's not good. Rich, under the words dream behind you, is that a gun? Yeah, it's a gun from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, which is a fab film. I love that film, and it's like it's one of the baddies guns from that. The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I've got a big concept art from that as well at the minute. Jade's saying haven't seen Sean A, and I hope him and his mum are okay. Yeah, I mean, we did talk about Sean's mum, saying how is she and that last Sunday, and it's not my place to say. Obviously, he's going through it at the minute. She's still kicking. Yeah, but like we'll just see. We'll see how he is when he comes on. But hopefully you're well, mate. And like I say, always got great thoughts for you. Got a lot of time for you. He's a lovely man. He's got a big heart as well. He's so nice, Sean, and funny as well. We all know he's hilarious. Same as Stu's hilarious. Paul Chop, Stu. Like we have our resident comedians who the Saturday Night Live would be nothing without people like that, or any of you. It wouldn't be anything if there was no one watching it. It wouldn't be anything. It'd be me talking to myself. Go for it, Rich. It's nice chatting with folk and making some extra pennies. Yeah, it really is. It's just I haven't so far today. It's been so manic. I haven't got much sorted out, and the bit next door's absolutely jam packed with stuff. So I don't think I could get in there in a million years. But I am going to try and go. I've got stuff I can take, so I will try definitely to go. Sorry to hear that pipe gets better ASAP. Definitely sprayed it with WD-40, so should be good. Sending you and your mum big hug, Sean. Yeah, definitely. So Sean's a big old character in the chat, and like me, and the same as you. Like someone's going through it, I just like to let them know that we're here for them and just send good positive thoughts, because that's what it's all about. That's all we can do is be positive for each other, try and keep everyone going. Like I say, Max the other day, he was saying, I've got so much stuff. I said, just get listing. And actually, yeah, he ended up listing 50 bits, which was really cool. So it's good. It's good that I can sort of egg people on to do good things. Not egg them on, but like, with Max, he takes a bit of convincing to do listings. I think he'd given up the ghost a bit. But yeah, it's good that he done his listings, because like we all need money, and if you've got stuff sitting there, it's not going to do you any good sitting there, is it? So the best thing to do is get it gone, and that's what I'm doing now. I'm not really overly fussed about keeping anything now. If I can get a price for it, and it's got to go. It's all about. I used to collect props, and I've still got a few, but what are props going to do for me? They're going to sit there gathering dust. They might appreciate a bit in value, but then if I get run over by a bus tomorrow, what is anything that I've collected going to do for me? It's going to do nothing. And I've got nothing against people collecting anything. If people want to collect things, my mum collects porcelain things. She's got like shop display cabinets in her house full of them. You know, I've got nothing against anyone that wants to collect those things, but now since losing my brother, I'm in the mindset that, you know, that's money sitting there, and that money could be, I don't know, taking us on a day out, or, you know, giving you actually something you can remember, you know, memories and experiences in life. Going climbing mountains with the boys, with James and with Max. You know, it's all about those times now for me. I want to live just the biggest adventure. And that's what my other channel's about. I looked the other day and I put a little short video on from, well, I had some clips from Helvellyn. So I put a little clip on and said, you know, great memories from this day. But I do need to get out and about. And like I say, I've got the window things cut for my car. I've just got to fit them and cut them down properly. And I'm ready to go. I've got curtains to go up. I've got everything. I just want to get out there now and do a bit of camping, bit of wild camping, stealth camping and cooking. And like I just said to Max on here, you know, I want to get up, do Helvellyn again, just as a thing, because that was the first mountain I ever climbed. I've never climbed a mountain before, you know, and it's all about, I want to go back up there. It's sort of past the anniversary now. I think we done it January the year before last. No, January last year, so 16 months ago. We were going to do it as an anniversary thing, so we'll still do that. But I'm funny. What's the woman's name with the egg and bacon on her head? Don't encourage her. Don't encourage her, because once she gets going, that's it. I'm funny. What's the name of the woman's name with egg and bacon on her head? It wouldn't be Kath, would it? It wouldn't be Kath. Indeed, I did. Geez, indeed, I did. I lost my mojo. We all know that, Max. Yes, we do. Got Mason's Munch in the air fryer. Nice. I think I'm going to get an air fryer. Once I get a van, I'm going to get an air fryer, because everyone seems to be cooking with air fryers. Like, and you can cook anything in them. Anything. So I think they're a great little invention. Keith's saying, I've not long ago taken a lot of 360 games to CEX, didn't play them. Now got 3 newish Switch games. You know, I was saying to Michael ex-Gov, you know, I got my Xbox One. I can see it's down there. I haven't used it for years. It's just sat there. And to be honest with you, since I bought it, brand new, I think it was 400 and something quid. I've got games on there that my wife bought me. I was going to play Red Dead Redemption 2 when it came out, and I wanted the best one you could get, which was like something like 110 quid. It was ridiculous for a game. And I just don't use it. My son used it more. Like, before he got his Xbox Series S, he was using mine all the time, so I've hardly used it really. So actually, I'm gonna take that with me next time I go to Apps, Michael, and you can have a look at it. But I don't really play games. I don't really have the time for games. I'm more into films. If I'm going to sit down and do something, I'll watch a film. Obviously because of film props and what I've been doing with myself and with my brother, like, you know, having contacts on the films and going and watching films being made and stuff like that. Films is my thing, really. And then adventuring. But yeah, so I've got the other channel for the adventures. I'm keeping that separate from this. I'm just having it just purely adventures, whether it's mountain climbing, caving, wild swimming, like hikes, whatever it is that's an adventure that's going on that channel. Wild Nights Adventure, or Wild Night Adventures, and obviously the same as this. Night's Life with a K. It's Wild Night with a K Adventures. And I can't wait to get cracking on with it. It's just going to be so cool. It would. Yes. Oh yeah, Kath. See, they say embarrassing kids like it's embarrassing parents. What do you call a Spanish guy who has been discharged from hospital? Discharged. Why can't I say discharged? Discharged from hospital. Manuel. That's a good one. Manuel. Yeah, there you go. Oh dear. Still debating. Car boot or not car boot. I should. We'll see. We'll see. You'll soon know if I've done one. I shall let you know. But yeah, so I think I'm going to call it a night. Hang on. Oh, no, we're not calling it a night. We are not calling it a night. Just popped in to say hi, wiped out. Mum was let out Wednesday. They buggered up her care plan. So been a bit busy since Wednesday, 7 a.m. Wednesday. Today I have 8 carers, 1 district nurse and a podiatrist. We were just talking about you. This is funny. Like the last few weeks, whenever we've mentioned someone that hasn't been about for ages, they appear. And obviously I saw you Sunday, Sean, and I was just saying, sending you love and thoughts for you and your mum, because you're going through it at a minute. And I said, like, I'm not saying nothing about, because I don't know how your mum is anyway. So, but said, but it's not for me to say. So we'll make sure Sean's all right when we see him. And there he is. And there you go. Well, I'm glad she's out of hospital, mate. That's a really good thing. Well, I'm saying, what's the name of man on leaves? I think that's supposed to be. It's not Russell, is it? The old ones. Don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, very true. Car boot. Sean, Max is saying, sorry to hear that, Sean. Hope you're good and make sure you try to take some time for you, geez. Yeah, Paul saying all the best. Oh dear, Sean, glad your mum's been let out. Sending lots of love your way. Elaine saying, night, Rich, take care. I was just about to go, but now Sean's popped in. We'll stay for a bit. Do the boot, Rich. You'll enjoy it once you. The thing is, I will enjoy it, and I need to get some money in. So yes, I do need to really do it because I need to pull some money in. But more than that, if the weather's nice, it is nice. Even if you just make like 30, 40 quid, it's nice. You get rid of some stuff. Nearly said you get rid of some rubbish, but quality merchandise. You get rid of some stuff, and it makes you feel better, doesn't it? So I'm sort of hedging towards going to the car boot. Like I say, half the stuff's in the car anyway, so I've only got to sort some stuff out to sell, which will be easy enough. Everyone's thinking of Sean, which is nice. Talking of video games, if anyone used to play Fallout, then oh yeah, I've seen that series has come on Amazon Prime. Don't you have to pay for it though? Oh no, I think I started watching it the other day. I couldn't get the grips with it because I never played the game. It was a bit, I don't know, I might have fell asleep. Glad your mum's out being looked after. Sean, hope you're okay, definitely. The district nurse wanted to send her back yesterday, and the local doc was so concerned she came round at 7 p.m. to make sure the no resus order was filled in and understood. Oh, sorry to hear that, mate. That's the horrible bits when you have to do things like that. I don't even like thinking of when I go, like, but I do carry a donor card so that if there are any of my bits that can help someone, I don't mean my bits, I mean like my eyes or my heart, my lungs are probably knackered because I'm asthmatic, but there might be someone that needs a pair of like small size 7 feet. So now I've got a card and they're quite welcome to them. That's a hard thing to have to deal with. Yeah, 100% it is. I think the view sounds familiar. Yeah, it's I think everyone really now has sort of been through similar things. It's not nice. It really isn't. It's one of them horrible things in life. We all get older, and that's when you don't notice it when you're a kid because, like, it seems like no one really goes. But then there's people that were our age back then now, that were our age back then now, that were our age back then when we were kids, going through exactly the same things. I think there's a snail up on my thing in my shed. It's been 9 years since my nan passed away, and it's been so hard. It is, and it doesn't matter who it is, if it's a relative or whether it's a good friend. Like I say, I lost my nan, not the January just gone, the 2nd of January, the one before. So literally just get past Christmas and New Year, and then 2 days later, she was 97, so she had a good innings, but it's still gutting. Of course it is. and that was the last grandparent gone. You know, I lost my mum's dad, my granddad first of all. Then I lost my dad's dad, and then it was my mum's mum, and then it was my dad's mum. So, like, literally, I've got no grandparents left. Feel for you, Sean, sending strength your way. See, this is the nice thing. It's just a nice community. It's a bit mad, to be honest. If things would only stop breaking, it would be easier. Headphones broken, dishwasher broken, air fryer broken, cost them a fortune to replace. Yeah. Thanks for all the support. Definitely, mate. We had a nice big man hug last Sunday. Yeah, so it was good to see you, mate. It really was good to see you. I hope things turn around for you, Sean. You deserve it. Yeah, definitely. Elaine said my nan would want me to get the help with my tachycardia. Oh, definitely. Of course you would. You know, whether your loved ones are here or whether they're gone, they don't want you to be suffering or going through anything bad. It's yeah, they definitely wouldn't you want to be suffering or upset about things, that's for sure, you know. Sending love to you. Oh, Maxie boy. Max is off cooking Mason's dinner. He's a good lad, isn't he, Max? Does the horses, comes on lives, he cooks dinners. He's a good lad. Right, guys, hour and 3/4. I think we will. Oh, hang on, what's Paul saying? That's why we need shows like this. I haven't been out for 2 years. As I always have to think about mum's needs, but there is people worse off than me. So I was talking to my next door neighbour because he's not been too great. He's had a knee operation and that, and you know, he was saying that you know, at the minute he's feeling really sorry for himself because he's really not been good either. And I said to him, "You're alive. You know, you're alive. You can still come out the front of your house. We can still have a chat. You can get in your car and go for a little drive if you want. You know, you might be in pain or you might be going through some stuff, but like I said to him as well, and my thing on it was that I've done the same thing. I felt really sorry for myself. I'll drive into the town, I'll see like a young kid or something in a wheelchair that can't even talk properly or, you know, communicate, and they're in a bad way, and like it just puts everything in perspective, you know. It can be anything. It can be anything. But like there are people worse off than us. 100% there are. You know, I don't like when they keep putting these, you know, dirty water in Africa and all that. And they, like, obviously they're trying to pull at your heartstrings, but it's devastating when you see them little kids and all that. I hate watching them adverts. When's Darren coming on here? I'll message him this week and see if he's available for next weekend. Sean saying, Asbel, Karma's aware of paying you. Bought a vase on the last day of March at Apps Court Farm for a £5. That sold today for 450, so paid for everything that's broken this month. Wow. That's good. That's really good. He did tell me, he did tell us about that vase. Thinking of you, Paul. Yeah, lovely. You're so dedicated to your mum. Yeah, well, everyone is, aren't they? Everyone is. It's great, Sean. You deserve that and more, definitely. Sorry, that Paul is. Oh, when you care for it is. It really is. I mean, you know, I cared for Steve for 15 months, and it was the hardest 15 months of my life. Like, not being there for him and doing everything for him, but just seeing him go through it. Yeah, it's amazing that sold. Like living where we are, someone got attacked with a hammer. Did you see that thing today on the news? I don't usually watch the news, but I heard, I think the wife was watching it. Someone stabbed to death like 6 people in a shopping mall in Australia, stabbed 6 people to death and injured another 8. Like, there was video of him like trying to get up the escalators, trying to get to some bloke who was trying to fend him off with like one of them rope stand things. Crazy people out there. That's what we do, Jade. Yeah, definitely. She spent 62 years of her life looking after me. So it's a shame if I can't look after her. Very true. Very true. And our road was blocked off for 3.5 hours. Jesus. That's bad. That's bad. But like I say, they've had it in Australia today. Some bloke's gone absolutely off his rocker I don't know quite why or what's happened, but a lot of bad stuff going on in the world. All the things I've done, and it doesn't make you feel. When I see things or people that are worse off than me, it doesn't make me feel better. It makes me realise that I'm not that bad off. So it's not about how I feel. It just it brings a tear to my eye when I see kids in wheelchairs that can't communicate or do things for themselves. It's devastating, devastating. Anyone. It's just not nice. Yeah. The reason I've been away is because my wife lost her mum. Never been so busy with family visits, and that's the thing. That it's all the legality stuff afterwards, legal meetings, and of course helping to arrange funeral. Yeah, definitely. Of all the things I've done, jobs, moving endlessly, divorce, etc., but caring for your parents when they really need us is the most difficult thing to endure. This community helps people get through it. No, and that's the nice thing about it. That's why I do it. I just, it is all about the community for me and being there to support people. You know what I'm like. I always say, like, if anyone's going through it and they need a chat, you've only got to message me on Instagram and I'll call you or whatever. Although the most beautiful thing to do at the same time, they did it for us. 100%. That's where I'm slowly getting back to normality now, which is good. It was crime scene. Jeez. If anyone wants a new career, cutting toenails is a money spinner. £65 for 15 minutes cutting nails at home. One of my dogs, the little dog, I call him Scrappy Doo Rex, he's absolutely fascinated. If someone's sat there cutting their toenails or something, he's proper like hypnotized by it. It's crazy dog. Just take it a day at a time. Exactly. And don't bottle it up. Talk to people about it, mate. It's all you can do. Worked in care for 8 years and I kept my nails short. Yeah. My wife works in a care home and she's gets devastated every time one of her residents, passes away. She gets her little favourites and, she loves them all. But like, there's a few characters in there. And she did lose one of them, I think last year. And she only used to like my wife. She didn't used to like anyone else. So like she'd tell like the other helpers and the nurses and that to piss off. But when she'd call them filthy, she'd say, "You filthy bitch." She'd say to them, literally, that was her saying, "You filthy bitch." And when she saw that, she went, "You're beautiful, you are. I love you." I don't say that to her. Don't get it twisted. I don't say that to my wife. Yep. Don't know. Oh God, that's horrible, isn't it? Definitely, Stu. Stu's the dinosaur man. I was watching Jurassic Park the other day. Which one was it? Jurassic Park 3, I think. And when the little kid says, "It's the dinosaur man," made me think of you, Stu. Yeah, they do take advantage of people. They know they need the service. No, 14 degrees centigrade and sunny. I may have to break out the thong, embrace Solaire and shades for apps in the morning. Sticking together, night's life. Yep, 100%. That's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. And that's what the Saturday night's life, Saturday night. What is it? Saturday Night Live. Yeah, Saturday Night Live. Sticking together at night's life. Sticking together at night's life. I like that. It's nice. Oh, Sean, I'm going to miss that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm quite happy to miss that one, if I'm honest. I'm quite happy to miss that one. I do love you, Sean, but like I don't think my eyes could handle it. I'd have to bleach them out afterwards. Oh dear. We do love Sean. Like I say, it's just nice seeing the characters that you get in the chat and off of YouTube, just bowling about in front of you, which is weird when it first happens. They come out, you go, "Oh, Night's Life," because you think, "Who are you?" Obviously I don't know what most of you guys look like, but it was really weird to start with. We pay £35 to £40, Sean. Midlands, though, shocking price. All those things like just add up, unnecessary stress too. Definitely. Don't worry, Jade Knight. One thing about shoestring thongs is they are cheap. You can get a drawer full for a tenner. That's not any nicer than the other thoughts, I'm afraid. Oh dear. Right, guys, I'm going to jump off. I've got to love you and leave you. But thank you for obviously coming and spending your time with us again. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's shenanigans with the sweary Max. I am. I'm going to get a swear box for Max, and every time he swears, he's going to have to put £1 in it for me. He'll never go to another car boot sale ever again in his life. He won't be able to afford to drive his car, eat, get food in the cupboards. He'll be skint over for the rest of his life. Oh, thank you. Sticking together. Definitely. That's what it's all about. Night all, take care. You could be strangely hypnotic walking around the car boot all up, Sean. Some might call it hypnotic. Some might call it other things. You crack me up, Sean. So it's a shoestring. Been a great live, bro. Stay blessed. You too, mate. Night Bell. Thank you. Max never. No, that's true. He never does he? Night all. See you over on Lindsay and Alvin's. Yeah, if you're not going to bed straight away, go over and check Lindsay and Alvin out and say hello. I'm sure a few people are all already over there, which is nice. Cheers, Rich. Great chat. Bye, chat. Have a great week, everyone. Definitely. Night all. Good luck if you go to full, Dad. Thank you, darling. And James and Sarah are saying night all. Thanks, Rich. No problem. Thank you, everybody. Love you as always. Thank you for the great chat and that. You know, the interaction's what I love about this, and I do appreciate every one of you devoting your time to come and see us and all the support and all that. We're here to entertain, and that's all I can say. Well, wishing everyone a stress-free Sunday. I think we'll finish on that one. I think that's a great note to end on. So I shall see you all next week, I think. What is it today? Yeah, I think, yeah, I'll see you next weekend. See you later. Have a great week. If it's sunny where you are, enjoy that nice weather. If you're going to a car boot, buy some good stuff. Or if you're selling, make loads of money. And other than that, take care of each other. Look after yourselves. And make sure you're all here next Saturday with your smiles on. And we'll see you next week. See you later, you lovely lot. Bye.